Hi everyone, and thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to be showing you how to use the belt hoop with your Ricoma EM1010. This came directly from Ricoma. If you're interested in any of the Ricoma products, there is a link below the video. You can click that link. They'll be glad to help you. It will also save you on their machines, or if you want to buy their accessories, there's also a link for that. But putting that aside, I just want to show you how simple this is. When I first thought about the belt hoop, I thought, well, it's just as easy just to hoop some stabilizer and place it on there. And that is very easy, but this is even easier. So let's get started. I'm going to show you how to create I'm calling it a luggage marker. So you know how when you go to the airport and you go to get your luggage and everybody and their brother has the black piece of luggage and they all look the same. If you just hook something on it that makes it very easy to see that it's your luggage when you're pulling it off that belt, makes it a lot easier. So I just created this really simple design and I'm just going to use that as a luggage marker on my piece of luggage. So that being said, I'm going to flip the camera around. I'm going to show you how to use the belt hoop with the Ricoma EM1010. This is the belt hoop. When I got mine, this bracket on this side, I had to undo these two screws and just flip it over. This little notch was up here and that does not fit on the EM1010. So I flipped it over so that both notches are on the bottom side. The next thing you're going to do is open up the brackets so that you can insert your belt. You want the brackets to be on the top. And then if you simply, it's kind of hard to do this and show it, but I'll turn it this way. If you simply squeeze the bracket, these two little silver notches right here have little holes in them. You see that? It releases them from those little nibs. So when it's hooked, it's like that. When you release it, you can, or squeeze it, you can unhook those. So you aren't going to undo that. You're going to do the same thing on this side. So I'm going to squeeze it and unhook those brackets. And then this will pull open. All right, so these notches are going to face me. You want to place your belt or whatever you're stitching underneath the hoop. That's going to put it closest to the needle plate. All right, so I've got it like this, and you want to orient it so that the area you want to embroider is in the area you want it. So I am, see that last one I kind of did backwards, so I want to make sure that I have enough room for the words to go this direction. All right, so this is where I want to embroider. I just did a little printout. So again, I'm going to set that right in the center of my hoop, just like that. Don't need that paper in there just yet. All right, so what you're going to do is pull up the tail on this side, pull up the tail on this side. And again, this is the area I want to embroider. So what you want to do is make sure that the hoop is straight, and it helps to work on a gridded mat. Make sure the belt is straight, and you're just going to hook in your first end. Make sure both of those notches get closed. Trying to keep this straight, I'm going to hook in this end. And it's a little bit tighter this time, but it's going to keep that belt really taut in there. And you want to make sure, again, that these are now engaged on both sides. We're pretty straight. Just looking at the hoop, it looks straight on my grid line. And actually, I think I'm going to undo this side. Just straighten that up a little bit. Again, I'm just using that grid. Make sure everything's straight. Pull that down just a little bit. All right, that looks better. And again, make sure that the clips are engaged. So that's basically it. I'm going to put my design back on there so that we can line it up at the machine, and then we'll get stitching. So here we are at the machine. I put it on hoop D just so that it gives me the full range in here to use. I'm going to hit escape. I'm going to put it on needle number 1, and I am going to center the needle number 1. I have a laser light. This is a third-party light. I got this from somebody in the Ricoma Facebook group. Makes these on their 3D printer. So That is not from Ricoma. But if you're interested in that, I'll try to remember to link it. If not, send me a message or remind me in the comments and I will link that. If you don't have the laser light, you can simply just use needle number 1 right here. You want to get that to the center of your design, which is right there in the center of my K. Again, I just put this paper on there to help me center it up. So I'm going to hit escape and I'm going to move my hoop so that that K, the center of the K, is right in the center of my number 1. I'm going to use the light just because I think it's easier for you to see on camera where we're at. And right there is my center mark. I think I'm going to go right there. So we are good to go. This is a very thick material. I don't think I need any extra stabilizer. If you have a thinner one, you can hop a piece of stabilizer under there. And for good measure, I guess I'll just throw a scrap piece of tearaway under there. There we go. I don't think I need it. This is a really thick piece of canvas. But we will go ahead and put that on there. I'm going to go ahead and start the stitching. Everything looks good. I've already picked my color and I'm going to lock the machine and we're going to go ahead and start stitching. So here is our finished product. And again, I don't think I even needed this tearaway. I can go ahead and take that off, but this would have been just fine. This is a pretty thick design. But to remove it, all you're going to do again is push, let go, push, let's turn it around, push, and release those sides. And there you have it. So to finish it off, we're going to use one of these pieces of hardware. I will link these in the description below. Just make sure that your hardware is the same size as the strap that you're using. This is 1 1/4 inches, this is 1 1/4 inches. So you want to make sure that you have the same size. These also come in 1 inch, so does the strapping. So what I was thinking was I thought it would be pretty cool to make it like that so that the strap says Maker. I guess I could have probably gone this direction. Should have moved it up a little bit. I wasn't thinking about that, but we'll just do it this way. That's fine. And all I'm going to do is get it about where I want, and then I'm going to cut it off. Just like that. Again, if you wanted your letters to go the other direction, as in going down, make sure you account for that when you put it in the hoop. Then you're just going to place your hardware. I highly recommend these tools. If you don't have these, you can use regular pliers. If you use regular pliers, you might want to cover the tip with felt or something just so you don't scratch the hardware. So you're just going to put both ends in here, make sure that they're even. Make sure they're in the center and squeeze. Just like that. And it's as easy as that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I think these turn out so cute. You could put your name on them. You could just put, travel, whatever you want. It's just something very simple to add to your luggage so that when it comes through that luggage pickup, you can very easily spot it and know that that is yours. So very simple to make, very inexpensive to make, and a really fun little gift to give someone who's getting ready to go on a trip or a cruise. Fun little gift to add to a graduation gift or anything like that, just to add to a little gift basket, stocking stuffers, lots of fun ideas. Also, you know, you could just make a simple keychain just like this. So very, very easy to make. I love the belt hoop. Again, if you're interested in that, I have a link in the description below the video. Mine came directly from Ricoma. The only thing I had to do for the EM1010 was flip this left bracket over. And that was very simple. I just unscrewed it, flipped it over, and screwed it back in. Very, very simple. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please like, subscribe, share. Don't forget to click that bell so that you're notified every time there's a new video. As always, never stop making. Yeah, bye-bye.